morning. Good morning. We are back for another Thursday.
One more day.
10 a.m. or 10-ish, as we like to say.
No, that's it.
Right. Welcome back to Beautyish Radio. If this is your first time joining us, we talk about beauty, business,
and all that is.
Yes. And I am Joy M. Hutton, founder of On The Go Glam.
And I am Lydia Evans, founder of SW&G Essentials, better known as Swag Essentials.
Yes. And you know, guys, we like to kick it off with our beauty of the week.
Yep.
And we have a special guest in store, so we're going to get to that after we talk about this beauty of the week. So, Mike, let's go ahead and pop it up. We have Rihanna, or Rihanna is the proper way to pronounce this woman's name.
Riri.
Yes, Riri. Right, Riri. Hey. Listen, so Riri, she's a bad mama jamma, okay?
Yes, she is.
If you ever wanted to start a business or businesses.
Yeah, she's the queen of the multitask.
I mean, dang, it's like, dang, when do you sleep, girl? I be trying to manage 2 businesses. She got about 18.
All I'm saying is if multiple streams of income was a person.
If multiple streams of income
she's heading
was
to that
a
billionaire
person,
status.
She is. She's got to be about 99 cents away.
Yeah. No. I'm so crazy. 99 cents?
99 cents.
Let me hold
You know what I'm just saying?
I'm just saying,
it's
let me
just
hold
that $1. It's just that $1 keeping her from getting her billionaire status.
That's it.
You know, I'm just saying it ain't right. Why Kylie Jenner out here faking it? Right. So she make it.
Right.
But she already there. But
anyway.
anyway.
that was a plug. That was a slug.
I'm just saying.
Did you shoot one? Just shots fired?
We making covers. We making covers. We making covers, but not really making covers.
That's it.
That's all I'm saying. 99 cents.
Boy,
So
boy.
99 cents. Y'all go ahead and buy a Fenty lipstick or something, so Rihanna can make it to her billionaire status. Is what I'm saying.
Man.
You know, but but she is a businesswoman. She said, "Listen, y'all not gonna get this album." Because I'm trying to.
You got to work too hard for the pennies in that industry.
She's like, y'all ain't streaming it.
Yeah, she get that money in beauty. Beauty is where the money's at.
Bootlegs.
Is
So I'm
beauty
just
right.
right.
Beauty
is where the money
resides. Where the money resides.
Where the beauty
Speaking
resides.
of where the beauty resides.
Yes.
I am so excited.
Yes, so excited. So we talking about multiple streams of income, y'all. We got a mogul in the house today.
We do.
So you want to go ahead and...
You want me to do it?
I'm going to let you do it, dog.
Okay. Oh my goodness. So today we have the beautiful Miss LaTisha Scott. You may have seen her on the show called Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yes. Not only is she a beautiful, of course, reality star, she is also a mom and a business mogul with multiple streams of income. And she's doing it all, juggling it all. And she is actually in Houston launching her wine this week called Blaque Chocolate in a bottle. I love it.
Ain't that sexy?
Yes. So y'all, let's give
drip it all on my head. I don't even want to drink. I just want to drip it all over my body.
Ooh, I like that.
Drip it all over my body. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Hey,
let's welcome LaTisha.
So happy to be here. Look, I'm loving Houston already, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
Loving it.
Yes. You like it?
Loving it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a warm city.
It
is.
A lot of warm people here.
Warm in temperature, and well, I don't know if the people are necessarily friendly.
Well, you know, I ain't gonna lie. It used to be super friendly, and then it started becoming a melting pot.
Right.
Well,
Chicago.
The ones I read
Wait.
Not Chicago.
I'm from Chicago. That's why she said that we bring the friendly, okay?
Long as they don't bring that crime.
Oh,
Lord.
Low, see, don't come
Okay.
from my
I'm on Chi-Town.
You was all right about
She
3
said, I liked you 2 minutes ago.
You was all right
I don't
about
like
3
you no
seconds
more.
ago.
You
So
just gonna slide a seat over there.
So come from I was trying to drip your wine all over my body.
I'm
Now
gonna
just-
back it on up
I'm gonna have
because
to-
Right.
no, I already know how Joy get down. So
Right.
I'm gonna back it on
No,
up.
you already. Girl.
Yes,
Lord
so
of mercy.
tell us about what you're working on. Tell us about this chocolate wine and your multiple streams. Because
Oh
she
my
got
God.
business.
She has a cigar bar. I
She
mean,
got
it's amazing.
businesses with an S. Okay,
It's a blessing.
Yep.
It is definitely a blessing. So
Yeah.
yes, we're here in Houston this week, and we're looking for our second location for Blaque Cigar Lounge, Houston.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
We also have our new champagne coming out, Blaque Chocolate in the bottle that we're extremely excited about.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I left my husband in Huntsville so I can come here and represent for him.
Right.
You want to do a
He's
turn
coming a
up.
little bit later, but you
Yeah.
know, I'm holding it down for him right now because
Okay,
we're a
you
team.
got it. Right.
Yes. So I'm super excited to be here. We're just here to promote, and we definitely want to bring a little bit H-Town on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yes.
So we got the crew here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it.
So Leticia and I actually met each other because my brand, Soaps, Washing and Grooming Essentials, is a manufacturing company, as you guys know. And Leticia and I connected kismetly, really. And she reached out with respect to some things that she wanted to do, some ventures she wanted to kind of create another multiple stream. And so
Businesses on business.
and then that's when she said she wants to gift her babies a beauty line.
Yes.
And my heart melted. They're
so
so cute.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So
we should have had a
Macy
picture to
and
pop up.
I
of these
know.
Yeah.
We'll get
But
one.
yeah.
We'll get one. But yeah, it was super exciting to meet the girls. We've been talking about business.
Yeah.
And Macy is 9, Mila is 5.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
so I'm like, girls, what is it that you like to do? Because when you think about business, think about something that you enjoy
Yeah.
so you can make money off of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And so she's like, we always watch YouTube and we love to polish our nails and pet our face, but we don't see girls that look like us. So I'm
That's
like,
the truth.
Wow.
that's
they
our
recognize
industry.
that at an
Yes.
early age.
Yes. I was
Yeah.
like the 9-year-old because she's
Yes.
all about. She has the big curly hair.
Right.
So we had hair conversations with her because she's always just paying attention to things.
Yeah.
And so, I was like, okay, let's get on it. And I called my friend. I was like, I'm looking for a black chemist. And she put me in contact. And it's crazy how the universe works.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know you was in Houston,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy how when you're following in God's footsteps,
Oh, yeah.
then everything just falls in line like it's supposed
Absolutely.
to. So I'm extremely excited to be here.
Absolutely, and we're
Yes.
happy to have you. Thank you, thank you. And I also want to take a moment to thank you for believing in my brand and choosing my brand because you could have picked many facilities and laboratories, and so I'm very, very, very grateful. And I cannot wait to roll this product out with you guys.
I can't
my
wait
God.
either. She's a one-stop shop. I
Yeah.
told you on the phone. I was like, oh, you're like Walmart. We get everything. I love it. At
Yeah.
that point, I love your energy. When I
Thank
was telling
you.
you about you was like, yeah, we can do this, you can do that, and you
Yeah.
can make it work like this. I was like, look at God. I just pray about situations.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, you had to put the right people around me to
Yeah.
make sure it happened. And
Absolutely.
But that's
how
what
it
I
works.
like because the thing of it is that people don't understand how tough it is to be a businesswoman.
Oh, yes.
And the many facets that are in us. And Joy and I talk about this a lot. The balance of all the different parts that we have in us. And that's what I like about you when I met you is that there's one side of you that is the most bubbly, sweet, like just energetic. You draw people to you like a light. I instantly recognize that. But then there's this other part of you that's a businesswoman and you're a beast about yours. And that's what I like to have around me because that's exactly how I am. We'll come here to beautyish, we'll talk a little crap, talk a little ish, laugh, talk about business, give some business tips, talk about beauty. But then when it goes to me coming back to my warehouse and going back to my work,
Get to work.
oh, I am, sweetheart, when I tell you I'm no
Laser focus.
nonsense,
Yep.
baby, I'm no nonsense. I'm like, listen, you didn't cap it right.
Yeah.
You didn't put the seal on the way I need you to put the seal on, anime.
Right.
Like I have no understanding. But you need that to be
Yeah.
able to
Yeah,
grow yourself. Would you
absolutely.
agree?
I
Absolutely.
totally agree.
Yeah.
You have to be direct. You have to be firm in situations. Like, yes, I'm nice and I like to play around, but business is business. Let's get business taken care of. Then we can play around and joke around, but let's take care
Right.
of business first.
Absolutely. Because
Yeah.
that's the only way you can afford to play.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
If the coins are in order.
Exactly.
The coins got to line up.
They
How do you
gotta
feel
line
about
up.
that, Joy?
They got to line up.
Yeah.
I also know you're an introvert too. I peeped it.
I
An introvert knows an introvert. Yeah. I was like, when we talked about how the structure of the show was going, you were like, well, I'm just gonna. I was like, she's an introvert.
Yeah.
Introvert after my own heart.
Yeah.
Because listen, we like to retreat, but when you get to talking about things that you're passionate about, it's very easy to do
Yes.
that. Because
Yep.
people don't think that I'm an introvert. Lydia is a part of that club too. But
Yeah.
I
I'm
would
very
never.
introverted.
Yeah. Well, you would never. Yes.
It got worse after
Yeah.
Shark Tank though. I was way more bubbly and appeasing.
Yeah.
And then people don't understand reality TV and how, man, they don't understand it. They say they understand because they were on something like a local show,
It's
you know, had a local spot on something,
show.
and, you know, they got 3 extra follows. They don't understand what it's like to go from you're minding your business to all of a sudden, that whole sheet is pulled from in front
Everybody's
of you.
minding
And
your
everybody,
business.
what?
Woo! That's hard.
And it changes you to your core.
Yeah.
It changes
Yes.
the way you not only handle your business, how you give yourself to the world, but also how you receive the world.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, everything around you is changing at the same time. People are changing around you. Their faces are changing. Spaces are changing. And it's a lot of evolution going on at one time.
Yeah.
So I applaud you for being able to not only just balance multiple businesses and be a mama and be a wife and be a friend and be a soror, but also allow yourself to be
She's like,
a mogul.
she's like, dang.
When you hear it, it's like crazy.
Right. She's like, dang, I really am balancing all that.
And I don't think about it because
Wow.
people they say, "How do you do it?"
Yeah.
I'm like, I honestly don't
just
think
do
about
it.
it. I
You
just
don't even know.
do it.
Do it.
Yeah, I make
Yeah.
my daily list and I work my list,
Yep.
and things on the
Yes.
things that does not get completed today, I push it to the next day.
Right.
And it's like I don't think about it.
Right.
So
It's
Do
just
you
another
get
day.
Bothered? Do you get bothered though? Because obviously you're constantly working on new endeavors, and I'm sure people ask you, "Well, what's next?"
yes.
Do you get bothered by that? Because it's like, well, let me just
Enjoy
get
this.
thing done. Do you get
Yes.
bothered by that?
You know, so I just recently graduated with my second master's in real estate development.
Congratulations.
Talking about.
you.
Congratulations.
And a master's.
A double master.
The lady has a
Somebody
second
look at this
master's
woman.
degree,
You
y'all.
can't- I can't do
Listen,
this.
I'm doing something wrong.
No, you're
I'm
not.
trying
No,
to
you're
manage
not.
having a dog and 2
No.
businesses.
Oh,
You
my
got
goodness.
about 18 businesses.
I had to
2
get
kids,
into
a
this
husband.
development industry. I'm like, the only way I
Yeah.
can get into this development industry, I'm gonna have to go back to school and learn it.
Absolutely.
So I couldn't find a mentor. So it's like you don't stop. You just have to okay, what's the other way I can learn it? Let me work
Yeah.
around it. I got to figure out a way to learn it. And everybody's like, well, what's next? And I'm
Right.
like,
Right, you just trying to get through this
Haven't
graduation.
even
Yeah.
gotten the
Right.
actual formal diploma.
But people
in
do
the
that.
mail.
It's the same thing when you get
It
married, when
is.
you having babies,
Yes.
when you had the first child, when you
Gotta
have the
have
second child.
another
But dang,
Oh, yeah.
can I just
enjoy this marriage
get
or
right?
enjoy this first child.
Exactly.
Jeez. So yeah.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
And you said something else in terms of, you got your master's and you were looking for a mentor, but you couldn't find one. So what was your struggle there?
Well, development is a white man's dominant industry, and they try to keep it within their clique or
Yes.
their family, their close friends. So it's hard for us, Black people to get into the industry, especially in the commercial industry.
Yes, absolutely.
So when my husband and I, we was like, we started off in residential real estate. Then we was like, okay, it's time to get into the commercial real
Right.
estate. So we purchased our first strip plaza to renovate it, and that's what we have Black Cigar at right now. And I was like, okay, well, I can't find a mentor that's a developer in commercial real estate that's going to show me the ropes. So we was like, okay, well, we're going to work on the project that we currently have, and then you're going to go to school and learn it. So you get the experience, and you also get the education side of it. So
Right.
it's working hand in hand. Of course, it's going to take us a little bit longer because we're going to make those
Right.
mistakes. Had we had a mentor, we could skip past those mistakes.
Exactly.
But hey, the things are set up the way they're supposed to be. So
Your destiny is your destiny.
Exactly.
God's gonna make that path very clear for you.
yes.
So
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
awesome. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. Don't I know?
Yeah.
It's just that balancing,
Yeah.
the balancing being everything to the world and also being everything to yourself.
Yeah.
And it's a heck of a struggle, but I have to tell you, sweetheart, you're doing an amazing
You
job.
are.
Thank you. I appreciate
know.
this coming from two queens.
Yeah. Thank you. So how do you balance that with your kids, like keeping them, because obviously they're a brand now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how do you shelter them from that, public scrutiny, if you will, or the kind of, the light that you're in, but,
Yeah.
for children, dealing
Yeah,
with
I
children.
try to protect my kids. I have my oldest is 14. He's my son. He's 14.
Yeah.
Then my two youngest are girls.
Yeah.
He does not have social media whatsoever. And I try to, talk to my kids and speak to them about everything that's going on when it comes to the show, when it comes to like social media,
Yeah.
when it comes to people being bullies, because you have adults that's bullies, and I'm like,
yeah.
the kids is bullied, their mom or their dad, they're probably a bully as well.
Yeah.
So I try to make sure I have an open line of communication with them. And also, I'm just honest. I'm honest with them.
Yeah.
I'm like, people out here can be mean, but I always preach kindness to them. Like, just always be kind. You just never know what someone is going through. You always be kind to others.
Right.
And I just keep them away from social media.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
That's the best protection.
Well, this page is managed by their mom.
Exactly. Exactly. My son was like, Mommy, can I have? No, you don't need nothing. Why?
Right. Wow.
And that leads me to another question, because in the midst of what you're saying about your kids, and then we were talking about the balancing, I have a question that just popped up, because I never understood, where did, and I know this sounds crazy because it's random, but where did the idea, in the midst of you being in real estate and then being a mom, where did the idea for Blaque Chocolate in a bottle come from? Like, is this something you've always wanted to do? Are you an avid wine drinker?
Oh, I definitely love my wine, my mommy juice.
Yeah.
Ma'am, every night. But
Every night.
I have to give credit to my husband for that.
Yeah.
He's like, this company actually reached out to him, and they have chocolate in the bottle of champagne.
Okay.
And he was like, we need to put a twist to it. We're gonna make it Blaque Chocolate in the bottle. So we put our own little twist to it.
Yeah.
But my husband, I tell people all the time, he is definitely the visionary, and I am the executor.
Yes.
So he tell me
Balance
the vision.
each other out.
Tell me the plan. I'm like, okay, well, let's get this ball rolling. What all we need to set up? Let's get everything set up, and we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, his vision for sure.
I
I
could
love
taste it.
that.
I can't wait
I
for
know,
the
I'm
wine
like-
tasting.
I'm gonna have to
I'm
send y'all
like,
the bottle.
I'm imagining.
Yes, I'm gonna send you a bottle
Yes.
to have right on your
Yes,
table.
we
so
are.
you can
We're
taste
gonna
it.
have it
gonna-
here
yeah.
in studio.
That's going to be
guys.
awesome.
Yes.
Because, we actually drink on this show.
We do.
Ah,
Every
single
Thursday.
my type of show.
Yes, girl.
Every
We
night.
had our champagne this morning
Oh,
at 10 o'clock.
we missed out.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's look, I'm waiting for it. So can people pre-order it?
Not yet. We're
Girl,
still
Where will it be
we're still in
available?
the launch process of
Yes.
it. But just follow us on Black Cigar Lounge on Instagram, and also official Blaque
Yes.
Chocolate on Instagram. And we're
Official
gonna put a
Blaque
date out.
Okay.
We'll be
Okay.
able to ship it out.
Okay.
But it's coming soon.
Okay.
We just don't have the date yet.
Okay.
So we're still getting feedback. So
maybe
that's why
summer?
we're excited.
Fall?
I hate to put a date out.
I
because-
know,
that's
I
fine.
get
No
it.
date,
I
no
get
date,
it.
just a season.
Soon.
Just a season.
Soon, very soon.
Soonish.
This
Okay.
year.
Soonish.
Soonish.
We play off the word ish.
Right.
Yeah,
Soonish.
soonish.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. I can't wait. I
do
can't
too.
wait.
I do too. I love it. And so then I know you just opened up your cigar room. Yes?
Yes.
And so how is that going? Because from what I see on social media, they're loving it.
It's going amazing. Like, we
That's
just
awesome.
opened it up in January. Now, we've been working on it since 2018.
Of course.
okay.
So
Course.
timing is
Yes,
everything.
course.
But we was
Yeah,
concerned
absolutely.
because we're like, the pandemic just happened. It pushed us back some. But we opened it up in January, and it's been booming.
Yeah.
So when people say, Black people don't support Black people, we're like, not true.
Yeah,
Not
absolutely.
true.
Right.
And we opened it up in an underserved area in North Huntsville.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we got the question, why here? Why here? Because it looks good. They was
Yeah.
like, you could open this up on the other side of town. It's going to do numbers. And we're like,
Yeah.
we're going to open it up right here in our hood, and
Right.
it's going to do good. And
Absolutely.
we haven't had any issues. The
That's the
numbers
whole
been
tagline.
well.
I love it. Right,
Open it up in our hood.
right in our hood.
And we
Okay.
good.
Be good.
Right.
You need a
And
shirt
we're going
that
to show
says
you how
that.
it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like for your commercial real estate, you really do.
Yeah.
We're going to open it in our hood.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
yes.
love
so
that.
it's definitely going to be $1 million company this year.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, I can
Claim
definitely
that.
see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why Houston?
Well, because listen, everybody that knows me from growing up, they know Texas is my second home. I've always wanted to move to Texas. I have an
Okay.
aunt that's in Beaumont, and I used to go visit her every summer. I have cousins in Dallas. I have a cousin in Houston, and we looked at the market here, and we're like, Houston market reminds us a lot of Huntsville, but it's bigger.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to go to Atlanta.
Yeah.
So we was like, let's look at different locations in Houston for Blaque Houston.
Right.
So we're gonna be looking at
It's
the different
needed,
areas
for sure.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Absolutely.
There is space. Trust you me, I'm a native Houstonian. There's
Yeah.
space
Okay.
here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There is a
when I think
big
of cigar
space
lounges,
for what you're bringing.
there aren't a lot here, especially Black owned. So there's definitely a market for it.
Yep, and that's the reason why.
Yeah, I love it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, y'all are doing it. You and Marceau are doing the damn thing.
By the grace of God.
Girl.
Like, that's all I can say. Because even when it comes to like the reality show, people are like, well, how did you? And I'm like, listen, our background is real estate. Real estate is our baby. You know, that's our bread and butter. But the opportunity presented itself, and it's like, okay, God, you put this in front of us. Let's see what we gonna do with it. Yeah. So,
how long have you been in real estate? About how many years?
Oh my God. So when I first met my husband, I was a senior in college. He was flipping his first house.
Okay.
So that was in 2005.
Okay.
Wow.
So yeah. We've had our experience in real estate for sure.
Yeah,
like
that's awesome.
Yes. The
Yeah,
bad,
people
the
don't
bad.
understand.
Yeah.
Right.
Underneath the iceberg
Yes.
is more iceberg.
Right.
When people see the good, they're like, oh my God.
Right.
Like, but there was a lot of years
That
of
iceberg,
us building
right.
and digging and developing
Yes.
and trying to make it. And it's like, finally, okay, God, after we've been married for 15 years going on this year.
Wow.
So about 15 years.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow, that is
I
amazing.
love it.
Thank you.
Wow,
That is
what a
amazing.
story.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
Y'all need your own documentary.
goodness,
Just
I haven't thought about that.
Yeah. Yes, for real. Because they say that Black people need more assets, right? And the way to do that is through
Real
properties,
estate.
real estate, and so. Having someone like you to be able to educate people and make it sexy. People need to know that this is a thing. Like, yeah, it's cute to own one house, but do you have properties?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Where you can start making money, residual income off of those.
Exactly.
Because, we gotta build that
Gotta brand out,
generational wealth, as they say.
Buy up the block.
Right.
Yeah.
Buy the block.
No, that's very true
Yeah.
because there's no power without being there's no power without ownership.
Yes.
There's just none. You're just a consumer. You can't go through life forever as a consumer.
Yeah.
Because you literally have saved nothing. You've built nothing. You're constantly consuming. And unfortunately, as a culture, we've been groomed to be consumers.
Right.
And not creators. But creativity is in us.
Yes,
And so when you tap
absolutely.
into it and you dig down in there and you find your purpose and your callings and your gifts and you bring those to the forefront, I think that we as a culture could do
Yes.
amazing.
Listen, Black folks can flip a coin. They just have to have the access to the right resources.
Yeah, yes.
It's all about resources,
Yes.
Yeah.
And knowing it. Yeah.
It's all about
Knowledge.
resources.
And be humble enough to work together.
Yes.
Be humble enough to come together. Don't always be the person that feels like I've always said, and I've said to you this for a long time, I'm the unlikely millionaire. I don't want anybody to know I'm a millionaire.
Right.
Does that make sense? I don't want anyone to know that.
Right.
That's not what got me here.
Yeah.
What got me here was nose to the ground, grinding, and humility above all.
Yes.
And I was never too big to salute or
Right.
learn from a sister that either came before me and
Yeah.
or after me.
Absolutely.
Because I don't know everything.
Exactly.
So you keep yourself open. You'd be amazed at what God will bring your way, such as these type of beautiful connections that we have.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, what's the odds of three sisters
Right.
sitting
Right.
Yes.
I mean, y'all, like
Yes.
seriously,
Yes.
that's just amazing. And I'm so happy about the babies because they're able to see this, and that's where we lacked.
Yes.
We didn't see a lot of this when we were
No,
little
we
girls.
didn't.
Yes.
We saw other people doing it, and we had to overcome the obstacles
Yeah.
of insecurities of
Yes.
can I do it?
Yep.
Am I able to do it?
Yep.
To have a mom, a sister, a aunt, a significant other, someone close to you in your circle doing these things, and you to be able to watch them, what you're doing to your babies, and what you're instilling in the
Yes.
legacy of your family. It
Starts from the root.
Yeah.
It gives me goosebumps because
Yes,
that's what
it
I want
starts
for
from
my
the
children.
root.
I don't have any now, but that's what I want. I want to pass my legacy along just to make it a little bit easier when they kick their life
Right.
off.
Yep.
Because that getting, you just out the house at 18 and you trying to figure it out and you got to get a minimum wage job and you have
don't
no
know.
nothing, no car, no nothing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but you 18, get out.
Yeah.
That's you're starting in a hard knock position, but your mom or your dad can't do any better than that because they don't have it to help you.
Right.
Oh my God.
I love what you're doing. Like seriously,
Yeah,
sweetheart. Like
for
I'm
real.
serious.
Thank
I'm.
you.
She knows I'm very big in that as far as the legacy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the legacy. I'm my big mama's legacy. I'm named after my big mama.
Yeah.
And I'm doing the work she did when she was a slave, making tinctures and oils and
Yes.
creams and stuff
Wow,
like
look
that,
at that.
for sharecroppers, their
Right.
hands and their feet. And my big mama passed away. My mama ended up having me. She just for some reason named me Lydia, and I was in a corporate world, and all of a sudden I hated it. I hated the borderline racist jokes in the boardroom. I hated to be the token Negro. I hated to be the only black woman ever. I hated to kind of act like it was okay what you said, or the sexual innuendos that are inappropriate for the workplace. I hated all of that. And all of a sudden one day, LaTisha, I woke up and I was like, I don't want to be here no more.
Right.
And I quit. And I started my business 15 years ago and I haven't looked back. And so, but I know that the spirit of my ancestor is in me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I know that.
And those prayers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I love and applaud you for sowing those seeds with the babies. So I wanted to talk a little bit really quickly, if we can, about what kind of products are we bringing to the forefront of demand? You're not going into full detail now, boo.
We have a couple of things in the works here.
Okay. So is it for all over? Is it for self-care?
Self-care for sure, because we all love us good old self-care.
Yep.
We have some self-care and we have some love.
Yeah.
That we need in the kids industry.
Absolutely.
So
yeah. It's all
coming
about
soon. Look,
Yes,
everything's
coming
soon.
Learning early and young.
Soonish.
Yes.
Two things that I'm hearing.
Yes.
That you're teaching your children to love themselves
Absolutely.
first,
Absolutely.
so that they can properly love others.
Absolutely.
And number two, never forget where you came from.
Yes.
That's what I'm getting from.
Yes.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
see.
So-
Give me goose.
I know.
Yeah,
So
man.
speaking of self-care, what do you do for self-care?
Oh.
Because you got a lot going on, sister.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I let it slip a little bit, but this year I actually started. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the facial once a month. Every month I make my facial appointment.
Yeah.
I don't miss it. And, and my girls and I, we go to do our nails and pedicure. So we do that once a month as well,
Yeah.
because that's the mommy and me time.
Right.
So self-care in every night. I'm not gonna even say every night. I used to do every night.
Yeah.
But I love me a good old bubble bath and a glass of wine.
Yes.
Can't go
I'm
wrong
here
with
for the wine.
Yes.
Y'all know I'm here for the wine. Yes.
Get
that's
me through
good.
the night.
That's good. And so you get through the night with the wine and bubble bath, but what keeps you going with all that you have, going on? Like, what keeps you going? Like, what is your source of motivation or inspiration, whatever that may look like?
I think it's like I just enjoy life. I
Yeah.
enjoy life. I've always worked hard. Like you said, my parents had me at the age of 16.
Yeah.
Wow.
They was babies. They didn't know anything about
Yeah.
raising a child.
Yeah.
And thank God for HBCUs, because when it was time to go to college, my mom didn't know what direction
Yeah.
to lead me. She didn't, go to college. So my grandmother didn't. She had 9 kids.
Wow.
And so that was like the best decision I could have made. I got a full scholarship to Alabama A&M University.
Okay.
Go Bulldogs.
Shout
Go
out.
Bulldogs.
Right.
So it really just changed the trajectory of my
Yeah.
life. Like, I met my husband there. I have all my close friends from there. And it's just like, honest to God, I planned the life I wanted to have, but marriage and kids wasn't in my
Right.
plan.
Yeah.
And it was so weird how I met my husband my senior year. 6 months later, he proposed to me.
Wow.
And the next year we got married. Then a year after that, I had my
Yeah.
child. And so it was just like bam, 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 all these things in life. And so I've learned that I just pray about situations and I let God lead me and just go with it. So whenever an idea comes to my mind, I'm like, okay, God, how can I make this work? And then I plan it out. And like I said, I have my goals, I have my to-do list, and I
Yeah.
just do my to-do list.
Right.
And it's like things just keep coming up.
Yeah.
My husband has his ideas. And I'm like, okay, well, how are we going to make this work? And so I've learned to work as a team, because at first I was confused. I'm like, I didn't plan this life.
Right.
This is not, what I signed up for. And I went through a stage the first 5 years of my marriage where I was like, I don't want to call it a state of depression. I just was lost.
Yeah.
And so after that, I was like, you know what? I'm just learning to lean on God.
Yeah.
And so I think that's just my family, the love I have for like doing things and, being successful and sharing ideas. And like, I always tell myself, I was like, I'm going to be that millionaire or that wealthy person that nobody knows is wealthy. And I'm fine with that.
Right.
I'm
Right.
fine with
Exactly.
that.
That's
So,
in the background.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that.
Yes, absolutely.
So as we wrap up, what is something, because we do a girl shut up
Okay.
every episode. So our girl shut ups are usually something, it's a current event or whatever that we just think is just the epitome of stupidity. And so, what is something that you can think of that's like, a girl shut up? Like, whether it's in business, personal, you know, what would you say is a girl shut up for you?
Okay, so we did talk a little bit about self-care, right?
Yes.
So I hate it when I'm in the nail salon. I'm relaxing. I'm drinking my wine. You know, we're getting our nails done, and you have somebody that's on their speakerphone arguing with someone or talking loud. I'm like, girl,
shut up.
Right,
like, you gotta hit her with a girl shut up.
There it is. Get that girl a girl shut up.
Yes.
Because we don't want to hear your conversation.
Right. We're relaxing here.
Shut up. Yes.
Oh, wow. It has been awesome.
Yes, it has.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here. Y'all look out for the release of the Blaque Chocolate in the bottle.
Yes.
Because I know y'all going to be dripping it and dripping it, pouring it and drinking it, pouring it and drinking it, you know.
Yes.
So I'm ready for it. Y'all see it. Blaque. That is such a sexy design, too.
Yeah,
I love
it
it.
is.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
Yes,
It
so
is.
follow Leticia on social media and look at all the things that she is up to.
Yep.
And as you know, we'll see you back here next Thursday at 10 a.m. Central. Follow us on Instagram. Don't just lurk on YouTube.
With your lurking ass.
Subscribe.
Don't be
Like,
lurking.
comment, so we know you're there.
Yes.
Okay? All
be a
right.
lurker.
We'll see y'all next week. Thanks
We love you.
This has been